YouTube, Creeposaur from Creeposaur Inc. here, and today I'm bringing you guys another Monarch deck profile. This is post my OTS championship. I played with a different list from my actual deck profile that I showed you before, and this one is different from the one that I did play there. I'll just tell you guys what I changed and why I did change it from when I did play and whatever. So let me just move the side deck out of the way. You got to play Blastoise or else you're going to lose. So let's just get right in this deck profile. So first things first, we play 3 Aether, because Aether, her ability, or not her ability, but her effect is that you can send 2 Monarch spell trap cards and then bring out Erebus. So that's super good, and also you can drop her on your opponent's turn by tributing stuff. So it's super good to interrupt plays and everything, and then just get her effect off again. So 3 of her, and then just with her effect, you bring out Erebus. Sorry about that. You bring out Erebus. Erebus has the same effect where you can drop 2 Monarch spell trap cards to pretty much do something, but his effect is that you get to send from grave, field, or hand back to the deck at random, but it doesn't target, so that's fantastic in this format. Since it doesn't target, it makes it such a versatile card, because it, you know, a lot of, again, to be specific, Magispectors, they can't be targeted, so his effect not being, that doesn't target, is super good. They both have the effect where if they have a tribute summon monster on the field, that you can just tribute for 1. I didn't realize that before, but then, again, I haven't been playing the deck for all that long, but now that I know that, if I did know that when I was in the tournament, because I didn't really read their effects, I just read the ones that were really important. I probably would have been able to like win my my Satellite matchup, because in that one I didn't have anything to make. So when I did get anything on board, I thought I didn't have enough to make another thing. So I probably would have won my Satellite matchup, but that's my bad. You have to make mistakes to learn stuff. So. Next up, we play 3 Idea. She gets your tributes going, so once you get her on board and doesn't get stopped, you know that you're going to go into the shenanigans. So 3 of her, it brings out Eidos, and with Eidos, you get another tribute summon. So if you have him in hand, he's not all that bad, because you can lower their level with Domain, as I've been over this before. So he's really good and versatile, but I just rather have Idea in hand and him, or I have them both in grave so that I can banish Eidos so I can get Idea on field. So, let's get right in. That's it for the Monarchs. That's 12 Monarchs, the big ones, and including the Squires. This is a really good number. I don't like that people drop the Eidos to 2 or when they drop the Idea to 2, because I like having the 3 to 3 so that you always have something. Next up, the big change in the deck is that I'm playing 2 Majesty's Fiend. I'm not playing the 1-1-1 ratio, but I rather the Majesty's Fiend now, because this has a lot more synergy with the deck. You get more plays off with it. It doesn't really, well, it does affect you quite a bit, but this card in this format is way better to have than Vanity's Fiend, because Vanity's Fiend gets outed really easily, but when you can stop monster effects and stuff like that, especially when you're in the Pepe matchup, it's really good, because when they go for, like, perform a Pendulum Sorcerer, they can't, or when they want to go for Ignister, they can't. So it's really good when you have this on board, and hard for them to get around unless they drop Regeki, like how that happened to me. I was in the Pepe matchup, and I had this on board, and then he just Regeki'd me after I got rid of both of his Ignisters. So that was really annoying. But that's like, this card's way better in this format, I feel, because it works better with like the spells. So yeah, the last card that is still in here in terms of Fiends, I play the 1 Vanity's Ruler just because I like having the ability to drop like a 25 on the field. Oh, focus. Dropping Vanity's Ruler is really good because you can just drop it really easily, and then when you're in the Pepe matchup, it's hard for them to get around again unless they have like a Regeki or something like that, which again did happen to me, but it's just really hard for them to out this, again, because he's a little bit higher than Vanity's Fiend, but he's better because you can still make plays with Idea and Eidos, because you can still special and you can bring back like the trap and whatnot. So I like this card more than Vanity's Fiend. I don't understand why people don't tech it in more. Sure, it's an 8, but it's really whatever. The hand trap, we play 2 Effect Veiler. This is the last 2 monsters in the deck. We play these because I felt that in the tournament it would be better for me. Well, in general, it would be better for me to play 2 Effect Veiler over the Maxi in the main deck, because having the Effect Veiler, and if you go into a matchup and you don't know what deck they're playing, you can still stop stuff once you know what they're playing, so that they can't get like big plays off, and Effect Veiler is really good for that. I took out the Maxi because I found that I would be clogging a lot with like 2 Maxi and an Effect Veiler all the time. So I wanted to cut down on the cards that would make me clog. So I cut down the Maxi because I figured I could side it in the matchups where I really, really needed it. And it came in super clutch all day when I made that switch. So I personally, again, even though I said that you should play him at 3, I still play it at 3. It's just in the side now. And it was a really good decision to change. I changed it like last minute, and I didn't regret it all day. So that's it for monsters. That's 17 monsters. So up for the spells, we play a bunch of spells. So first things first, Domain. This card is the nuts. You can create so many locks with this. You drop this, and your opponent, with a Tribute Zone monster, your opponent can't use their extra deck. You can change this to, well, you can activate this to change a Monarch monster to like 6, so it's a 1 tribute. And then you can boost them for 800 when you're attacking an opponent's monster. So that's just crazy. Next up, we play Pantheism, the 3 Monarch Stormforth. And then the big change for the spell lineup in terms of the Monarch stuff is the 3 Tenacity. I found that the 3 Tenacity was better. I still don't like the card all that much, but having the 3 Tenacity allowed me to like reveal it with the Pantheism so that I can force my opponent, even if I did use one of them or drop it with the Pantheism, I can force my opponent to like either give it to me or I can get another card that I need later and just feed the Prime. So it was really, really good last minute. It was a last minute change. And I liked it all day long. I sided like 1 out, like when I was siding and stuff, but it came in clutch all day long. I really liked the spell count. And then last up for some spells, we got 3 Upstart Goblin. Again, you don't want to be bricking in this deck. You want to have plays all the time, so having the 3 Upstart is really, really good. I was able to upgrade 2 of them when I was at the tournament. I got these for like $14, so it was really good. And then the 1 common because I didn't have any left. So my other 2 have really beaten up, so I was really happy that I was able to get these. Upstart Goblin is like essential in this deck because you can drop that and possibly and all the time. Every time I drop this, I pretty much always gotten something I needed. So I recommend, if you're not playing Upstart, at least play like Chicken Game or something. And then for the 1-ofs, we play Return of the Monarchs and then March of the Monarchs in terms of the 1-ofs for the Monarch stuff. This card is nuts. Literally, when you drop this, your opponent has to decide whether or not they want to let you have it. And that happened all day today. Not today, but when I was in the tournament, I would drop this with Domain and attribute some monster, and they would have to decide a way to get, like, out this. And a lot of the time, since people don't really play this all that much, they don't know what it does, so I would, like, Pantheism, drop 3 with this in there, and then they wouldn't know what it did, so they would push this to me and, like, say, take this one. I was like, okay, that's the one I wanted. And I would drop it, and then they'd be like, oh, what does it do? I would be like, my tribute summon monsters can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And then I had Domain and I had a lock, so they got really, really frustrated, and then I just took games from there. So it was super good. I took 20th in the locals out of 42, which isn't bad for the OTS championship. So I wasn't all that mad, but I went 3-3. The only reason I lost one of my matchups is because I played Satellars, and I took out everything out of my side for this Satellar matchup because I wasn't expecting them to be there. I would have taken like 10th or 9th if I did. And even then, if I didn't top 8, I didn't have a chance to go to Nationals. I still had a bunch of fun, so it didn't really matter to me. There's another regional coming up in Brooklyn, so I'm probably going to go to that one. This card is bad, was bad, but now it's really, really good because I played the 2 Majesties, so it works out better. So I have more search targets. But I started this card out every game. I never saw it. I never wanted it, and I personally don't like this card now, but now that I do have the Majesty unit, I like it more because I'll drop this and they'll add it to me, and then I'll like drop more stuff and then add a Majesty screen. So this card is better now, but it wasn't good all day yesterday. I never wanted to see it. Every time I would like drop it with Pantheism or side it out later. So for the rest of the 1-ofs, we play Reinforcement in the Army and 1-for-1. They're basic. I don't play Foolish. I played Foolish yesterday. I hated it. I never saw it. I never used it. And the one time I did use it, it was a bad play, and I lost it. I sided that card out every game. Next up, we play for the Traps 2, the Prime Monarch. This card is clutch. Anytime that you make this or drop it or do anything with it, really, you're making good plays, because if you set this and you flip it, your opponent is like, okay, but then you're like shuffling back and then to draw, and when you draw that 1 card, it could give you that 1 card that you do need. Or you can, if you have it in grave, you can special it by banishing a Pantheism or something and then bring it back with like Idea. And then you can use that to tribute, or you can It's such a good, versatile card, and I love this card. That's why you have to play it too. I thought about bumping it up to 3, but it's too cloggy at 3, really. I need the space, because if you like clog with it, you want to be able to get those other cards that you do need instead of just drawing this over and over again. For the last 2 cards that I am now playing, I'm playing 2 Solemn Scolding. This card is the most clutch card in this deck. I kid you not. This card stops so many Twin Twisters, I can't tell you, because I had the luck of... Let me get these out of the way, sorry. I had the luck for this with a Domain and I had that with a I had a Majesty's Feet on board. So I had this lock. My opponent couldn't do anything. I dropped this before this, so had this on board, I had these, and had this, and my opponent, so I had this set too. So my opponent was like, alright, let me drop a Twin Twister to get rid of my 2 cards, the lock I had, so none of my stuff could be targeted, or destroy the card effects. He couldn't use his extra deck, so he tried to drop a Twin Twister, and I activated this, and from there he just scooped because he couldn't do anything. So yeah, having that is super clutch in this deck. People don't really expect it because they're like, oh, you have to pay 3,000, but this card is too good in the format for people to be playing it. It's still, people expect it, but when they do see it, they don't really think about it when they have like 1 set card. That's it for the main deck. That's 40. I was really happy with it. I'm really happy with it now. In the tournament, I was still really happy with it, but I wish I could have changed the stuff. I was playing 1 Solemn Scolding. I was playing the Vanity's Majesty's Vanity's Ruler count. I didn't really like the Vanity's Fiend. I didn't want to see it all day. When I did drop it, it got outed, and I really wanted to change. Everything else I was pretty happy with. I just wanted to change those things. I wanted to play like the 2 Majesties and all that stuff. So for the side deck, I play the 3 Maxi. This is ridiculous. It's the nuts. I sided in every game, but almost every game, because I played everything that's special. So when I did draw it, it was the nuts, but I sided in because I played back-to-back Draco Pals, and I didn't see it against the Draco Pals, and when I did see it, I didn't draw anything I needed. So this card, in theory, is really good, and no joke, it is good, but I didn't draw into it ever, really, but when I did, it was good, like 95% of the time. The 1 Vanity's Fiend, because you have to like play it in the side, just in case. I wish these were Twin Twisters, but they're not, like 2 of these and 1 MST, but MST's MST is still good. I added a lot of good stuff with it. This still 3 Prohibition. It's good because when you're in the Draco Pal matchup, you can drop this and call Pendulum Sorcerer, and they have to waste so many resources just to be able to get 1 Pendulum Sorcerer out. And when they do waste all those resources, they don't have as many plays, so I still like this card a lot. I'd probably take out 1, but at 3 it's still really good because you get to draw it more. But I like that card. I never once didn't want to side it in. 1 Regeki, and then I played 3 Imperial Iron Wall, my Lonely Common. I like this a lot, but I did not play 1 Cosmo, so I didn't side this in once. And I didn't play the Monarch Mirror match, so I didn't side in for that either. And then I play the 1 Royal Decree, because this card is the nuts against Tellers, but then I was playing 2 that day. But I changed the deck, so I didn't see this card either when I drew it. I didn't draw it. I wish I drew it, but I didn't see it all day, so it didn't really matter. So that's it for my Monarch deck, the updated version. Hopefully you guys liked it. I personally really like the new list. The OTS Championship went really great. I didn't record anything for it. I didn't have the time between matchups and everything because I was just getting ready, just making sure everything was set, because you can't like make too many mistakes. You don't want to have extra cards in your main deck that you had sided in or anything, because there's a lot at stake. You're going to nationals if you do get up there in the top 4, so I didn't want to make any mistakes. I was just checking in. I was trading a lot for stuff I needed, so I didn't really have time to record anything. So I'll probably give you guys a discussion about the OTS Championship or whatever, but hopefully you guys like this video and everything. Hope you guys like the deck profile. Tell me if you guys like the list or anything. Tell me your guys' list that you guys play if you play Monarch. And everything, or tell me what deck you're playing and tell me what list it is, and whatever, really. Anything that you guys would want to tell me. I would really love to hear from you guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaming videos. And as always, hope you enjoyed.